there was a little mic issue. So coming back to, so this BIN is very important because in the questions they will be asking with respect to the name itself. Suppose some question is there in which I am taking 0.5 moles of sodium sulfate and this is reacted with so and so reagent and we got compound A, then on treatment with second reagent we got compound B, something like in a chain reaction they will be giving, or else some concept will be linked and will be asked. But there what they do is they will be giving only the name of the compound, sodium sulfate or sodium bisulfate, sodium carbonate or anything, right. So from the name we should able to write exact molecular formula, then only we can do the further analysis or further calculation, further reaction of whatever he is asking. So everywhere, as I tell all the students in all the batches regularly, that whenever you see the name of the compound, try to write its formula, and when you see the formula, try to write its name, especially for the inorganic compounds, because inorganic compounds are limited in number. So when you are focused on this point in entire 2 years program, you will become very strong in inorganic chemistry, the 1/3 of, more or less 1/3 of chemistry paper, right, chemistry subject. Okay, so very important to practice all this. So coming to what is the IUPAC name of sodium hydrogen sulfate, sodium hydrogen sulfate, that itself while reading itself you see NaHSO4 is the compound. NaHSO4 I am reading itself as sodium hydrogen sulfate. So this is what the habit develops when we see the compounds. Okay, na? Sodium hydrogen sulfate. Sodium sulfate is Na2SO4. Okay, sodium bisulfate is NaHSO4 and sodium thiosulfate is Na2S2O3. You may ask, sir, this is what he is asking, NaHSO3, NaHSO4, but he is asking IUPAC name. This is the common name bisulfate and this is the IUPAC name, hydrogen sulfate. That is only the difference. Okay, na? So going to the next question, the IUPAC name. So this is the answer. The IUPAC name of K2Cr2O7, K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7, this compound potassium dichromate, because two chromiums are there, potassium dichromate. Potassium chromate is KCrO4. Potassium dichromate is what the answer. Potassium chromyl chloride, then a potassium chromium oxide, they are all randomly the names are given. Okay, so potassium chromate, potassium dichromate are the two compounds you should remember. What is the correct name of CuNO3 taken twice? Here again he has given in an IUPAC format, right? So in an IUPAC format, so let's see how we can write the given compound in this format first, and then we will see which option is correct. Okay, na? So CuNO3 taken twice. If this is split into cation and anion, it will be copper NO3, and we know NO3 is with one negative charge. Like that, two NO3 minus ions are there, two nitrate ions are there, So for the two negative charges, overall compound is neutral, same magnitude of positive charge should be there, that is +2, copper 2 plus, right? So this is copper in +2 oxidation number. So here two names are possible. One is cupric nitrate, but this is a common name or older name, and copper 2, name of the metal, and then in round brackets in a Roman numerals writing the oxidation number and then the anion. This is the IUPAC. This is the old notation, old representation, and this is the new or IUPAC representation. So this is what he is asking. Let's see here, copper 1 nitrate, this is wrong. Copper 2 nitrate, correct. Cupric nitrate is also correct. He is not asking what is the IUPAC name or what is the new name or old name like that. So both 2 and 3 are correct, that both 2 and 3 are correct answers, right now. So finally, if it is single option question like in a JEE main or NEET level, you should opt only for option 4. Suppose if the same question is asked in JEE advanced, one or more than one correct option questions, then 2, 3, 4, all these 3 will be coming. Okay. The compound FeCl2 is named as, this is also same thing, FeCl2, sorry, FeCl2 has a 2 chloride ions, and therefore iron is in +2 oxidation state, right. So iron in a lower oxidation state +2 is Az ion, right. Iron in +3 oxidation state is a higher oxidation state, Ik ion. So this is ferrous or iron 2 ion. Iron 2 ion, ferrous ion or iron 2 ion, right. And this is a chloride, we already know. Chloride, we already know it. So ferric chloride wrong, ferrous chloride correct, because ferrous chloride, and you need not write it as ferrous dichloride, because the word ferrous as itself indicates or itself fixes the magnitude of chloride ion. So therefore, you need not again write it as a dichloride. Automatically when you are writing ferrous chloride, means it is a overall neutral molecule you are making, that you have already taken 2 chloride ions. So therefore, you need not mention how many anions are there. In the similar manner, how many cations, Na2SO4 is there. You will write it as sodium sulfate, but not disodium sulfate, right? Not required. If sulfate is there, each sulfate ion is -2, therefore automatically to neutralize it, there should be 2 sodium ions should be there, right? So automatically it will be balanced. So ferrous chloride, this is correct. Then iron 2 chloride, this is the IUPAC name, this is also correct. Both 2 and 3 are correct. So as it is a JEE main pattern, I am tick marking it as 4th option. Okay, na? Next, what is the name of H3PO4? H3PO4, H3PO4. In H3PO4, what is the oxidation state of phosphorus? 3 plus 1 into 3 plus X plus each, I am considering oxidation number of phosphorus as X, and each oxygen -2 into 4 is equal to 0, right na? So 3 plus X minus 8 is equal to 0, X minus 5 is equal to 0, X is equal to +5. So phosphorus in +5 oxidation state, phosphorus in +5 oxidation state is when it is present, and phosphorus in +3 oxidation state. Okay na? So that is I will write like this: phosphorus in +3, phosphorus in +5 is H3PO3, H3PO4. This is what? Phosphorus in higher oxidation state +5. That is what is given in the question also. So this should be named as phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid, and this is the compound phosphorus in lower oxidation state. This oxo acid should be named as Az acid. Phosphorus acid, phosphorus acid, phosphoric acid. So in this manner the two compounds. Now coming to orthophosphoric acid, correct, and phosphoric acid is also correct. Hydrogen phosphate is wrong. Both A and B, 1 and 2 are correct. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Understanding? And ortho is the word, I think while discussing in the theory part, it might have explained that ortho is the word used when that series first compound it is. Ic acid series, if whatever different compounds are there, in that compound the first compound will be mentioned as ortho. Okay. Within that same oxidation number, within +5 oxidation number. Now, coming to the next question, what is the name of Na2O2? Na2O2, we know oxygen in different oxidation numbers, right? So, if oxygen is in a -2 oxidation number, it is oxide. If oxygen is in -1 oxidation number, here oxygen is in -2 oxidation number, then it will be called as oxide. Here oxygen, each oxygen is in -1 oxidation number, it should be called as peroxide. Here oxygen is in -1/2 oxidation number, so this is superoxide. And if oxygen is in -1/3 oxidation number, it should be ozonide, right? So, in this manner, based on oxygen in different oxidation states, the anions name will be changing: oxide, peroxide, superoxide, ozonide, right? So, in this manner he is asking Na2O2. Na2O2 means, split this one, Na2O2, we know alkali metals and alkaline earth metals will be having single oxidation state. Alkali metals +1, alkaline earth metals +2, right? So, as this is an alkali metal, so it will be only +1, right? So, to neutralize two positive charges, the two oxygens together will exist as O2 2-. This is what the species O2 2- peroxide. So, it will be sodium peroxide, this is sodium oxide, this is sodium peroxide, disodium dioxide, sodium superoxide. All are wrong except option 2, right? So, which of the following is correctly named? Zinc 2 nitrate. Is it correct or not? Zinc 2 nitrate, sorry. Zn NO3 twice, right? So, this is Zn2 plus NO3 minus, zinc 2 nitrate, right? So, zinc 2 nitrate, correct. Then ammonium chloride is also correct. So, we are having more than one option. So, zinc 2 nitrate correct, ammonium chloride also correct, then magnesium sulfate is also correct. All of these is the answer because all the three options are correct. Okay, na? So, going to the next question, what is the name of K4SeCN6? This type of compounds are coordination compounds. Coordination compounds naming has a different system. It should not be given here, or it is not that much simple also. There are not many rules to discuss. A systematic nomenclature is there. So, accordingly we have to name it, but still as the compound is given very simple and it is familiar also, maybe in your material also it is there, that let us try to name this compound. Okay, na? So, K4FeCN6. So, this K4FeCN6 is having two ions, cation and anion. Cation is 4K plus ions and anions is this entire whatever in the square bracket is there, that is the anion. This anion is FeCN taken 6 4 minus. Now, the name of cation we already know, it is the potassium ion. Right? And the name of anion is what is important here. So, we have to learn, we have to see what will come to as the name of anion, right? Na? So, in this one, the concept is that first ligands are written along with their number, and then metal atom, metal ion along with its oxidation number in brackets, Roman numbers will be mentioned, and also and also if the coordination species is negatively charged, the name of the anion should end with 8. 8, right? And if the coordination sphere, this square brackets one is what is called as coordination sphere, this is called ionization sphere, right? So if the coordination sphere is negatively charged, it should be ending with 8, but if the coordination sphere is positively charged or neutral, then whatever the direct name is there, that itself will be coming, there will be no 8 suffix, okay na? So now this is 6 coordination, 6 ligands are there, so we have to write it as a hexacyano. The Cn minus ligand is named as cyano, hexacyano. And now what is the oxidation number of iron, that also we have to calculate. Now let me assume oxidation number of iron as X plus each cyanide ion is minus 1 charge, na? So it is minus 1 into 6 is equal to minus 4, overall charge minus 4. So X minus 6 is equal to minus 4, X is equal to plus 2. So iron is in plus 2 oxidation number here. Understanding the point? Iron is in plus 2 oxidation number here. Now if iron is in plus 2 oxidation number, it is the lower oxidation number. Therefore you should write it as hexacyanoferrate. You can see here in the round brackets oxidation number 2 is given. So let us complete the name now. Hexacyanoferrate. 2 is the oxidation number, na? 2. So now the whole name will come potassium hexacyanoferrate 2 is the oxidation number. So that is the compound. Potassium hexacyanoferrate 3. No, potassium hexacyanoferrate 2. This is correct. Then potassium ferrocyanide. This is wrong. Potassium ferrocyanide, actually you can give it as a common name, but if he is not asking it as an IUPAC name, then potassium ferrocyanide you can consider as a common name. This is a common or old notation. This is the new or IUPAC. Okay na? So both second option and third option can be considered correct here. Okay na? So IUPAC name and common name. But this is not this much simple. Lot of rules are there to be studied. It is a it comes under coordination compounds 12th standard inorganic chemistry chapter. Very beautiful, fully conceptual chapter it is. A lot of stuff will be there, lot of concepts will be there, so that we can focus on it, right? Very interesting chapter. Then IUPAC name of Na2CO3. Na2CO3 is nothing but sodium carbonate, because this Na2CO3, if you split into cation and anion, it is Na plus and it will be CO3 2 minus, right? So this is a sodium, this is carbonate, sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3, sodium carbonate, correct? Disodium carbonate, I already told you, you no need to mention how many sodiums are there. If you are saying it as carbonate, it itself indicates that as it is minus 2 charge, it itself indicates that there should be 2 sodium ions present, right? Sodium tricarbonate, anyway wrong. Okay na? Some students may assume that this can be the answer, right? But this can be more appropriate answer. No, there is no need in mentioning the quantity of the uninegative or unipositive ion. Based upon the higher charge ion, the automatically unit charge species will be correspondingly taken. Okay, you need not mention their quantity. Then name of KMNO4, KMNO4, if manganese in 2 oxidation states plus 6 and plus 7, right? So in a lower oxidation state ITE and in higher oxidation state ATE. sorry, not IT, AT. In a lower oxidation state, it is AT. In plus 7 oxidation state, it is per plus AT. Perchlorate, you remember HClO4 perchloric acid or NaClO4 sodium perchlorate. In this manner, per plus 8 will be coming when manganese is in these oxides, right. So, here K plus and MnO4 minus, and in this case MnO4 minus, manganese is in plus 7 oxidation number, therefore it is permanganate. Permanganate, okay na. So, potassium permanganate, this is the compound. Potassium manganate, wrong. Potassium tetramanganate, wrong. None of these anyway, answer is there, therefore this also wrong. So, going to the next question, name the compound AlCl3. AlCl3 is a very basic compound, aluminium chloride, right, and aluminium trichloride is not needed to be mentioned, aluminium chloride is sufficient, aluminium 1 chloride is anyway wrong, right. So, therefore, you can give option 2 itself as the answer. Then the IUPAC name of HNO3, HNO3, right. So, HNO3 IUPAC name, it is like H plus NO3 minus, hai na? So, NO3 minus nitrogen is in plus 5 oxidation number. So, it is in a highest oxidation number, nitrogen 15th group element. So, this should be ic acid, nitric acid is correct. Nitric acid is correct. Next, which compound is named as calcium hypochlorite? This is what is the compound? Bleaching powder, calcium hypochlorite, right. So, hypochlorite, first of all, calcium hypochlorite, right. Hypo plus ITE, is for, this combination is for lowest oxidation number, right. Lowest oxidation number. When you take a chlorine in different oxidation numbers, Cl plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. This is what the lowest positive oxidation number here. So, this should be the compound, that means chlorine should be in plus 1 oxidation number. See here, chlorine, what is the oxidation number of chlorine? Can you find out here? You know how to calculate, na? I will take the or else, let us take one. Na? I am taking the duplicate slide, right, and now this will eliminate, and let us see. Now, if you consider calculating oxidation numbers, what we need is we have to find out in which of the compound chlorine is in plus 1 oxidation number. So, for that to calculate, so we are seeing that CaClO4 twice, right. So, here calcium is plus 2 plus, there are 2 chlorine atoms though, so I am writing it as a 2x plus 4 into 2, 8 oxygen atoms are there. So, is equal to 0. Understanding this one first. So, 2 plus 2x plus minus 16 is equal to 0. 2x minus 14 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 14, x is equal to plus 7. So, this cannot be the answer. Here, chlorine is in a minus 1 oxidation number. Chlorine is in a minus 1 oxidation number. So, this also cannot be 0, cannot be the answer. And coming to this one, CaClO2, CaClO taken twice, right? Here, calcium is a plus 2, plus 2 chlorines are there, 2x plus 1 into 2, 2 oxygens are there, so minus 2 into 2 is equal to 0. So, 2 plus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0, 2x minus 2 is equal to 0, 2x is equal to 2, x is equal to plus 1. This is what our answer. Chlorine should be in plus 1 oxidation number. Chlorine should be in plus 1 oxidation number. If you want, you can calculate for the third one also, CaClO3, right? CaClO3 is actually wrong. Compound cannot exist in this form. It should be present as CaClO3 twice. Otherwise, it is a wrong compound. Okay. So, plus 2 plus 2x plus minus 2 into 3 is equal to 0. So, 2 plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to, what will happen? 4 will go that side, na? 2x is equal to 4. Therefore, x is equal to plus 2. But plus 2 also should not come. It should be even oxidation number, na? Somewhere is it going wrong? Here 6 oxygens are 6 oxygen should be there here, right? So, that is the mistake here. So, 2 chlorines, so 2x, 3 into 2, 6 oxygens are there, right? So, 2 plus 2x minus 12 is equal to 0. 2x minus 10 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 5. This is correct. X is equal to plus 5. But we want chlorine in plus 1 oxidation state. Therefore, option 2 is correct. No doubt. Identify the correct name for NH4 twice SO4. NH4 twice SO4 is formed from SO4 is formed from the cation NH4 plus. This is ammonium. Cations will end with IUM, ammonium, and anion is SO4 2 minus. Sulfur is in plus 6 oxidation number. So, therefore, 8 sulfate. So, both together ammonium sulfate, correct. Diammonium sulfate, not required. Ammonium hydrogen sulfate, wrong. Ammonium bisulfate, wrong. Anyway, okay. So, going to the next question, Fe2SO4 taken thrice is correctly named as Fe2SO4 taken thrice. The cations are, can you say what is the cation, what is the oxidation number of iron here? If you split them into cation and anion, we know sulfate ion is SO4 2 minus. So, each sulfate ion is minus 2 charge, minus 2 into 2 into 3 minus 6. So, overall this also should be plus 6. So, plus 6 for how many irons? 2 irons together it should balance plus 6. That means each iron plus 3, right? So, it is Fe 3 plus and 3 SO4 2 minus, right? So, this is ferric or iron 3. This is sulfate. SUL pH 80 or SUL F80, right? This is what generally we will be discussing. For this also history is there, but that is not required to discuss, right? So, ferric sulfate or iron 3 sulfate. What is given? You see, iron 3 sulfate correct, ferric sulfate is also correct, both A and B are correct, iron 2 sulfate wrong. Okay, so you have to tick mark option 3. Then which is the correct IUPAC name of H2SO3? Sulfurous acid, because sulfur is in +4 oxidation number, lower oxidation number, therefore as acid. Sulfurous acid is the correct name. Okay, sulfuric acid, no, dihydrogen sulfite also can be named, so you can consider both of them as the answer, right? Option A and C, dihydrogen sulfite. Dihydrogen, what is given? Sulfite. Okay, because lower oxidation number na, so it should be end with ITE only or us. Okay, what is the IUPAC name of SnCl4? In SnCl4, tin is in +4 oxidation number and 4 chloride ions are present, right? So tin is in higher oxidation number, therefore tin 4 chloride is one correct answer, IUPAC. Stannic chloride is also correct, but that is not IUPAC name. He is specifically asking IUPAC. So tin 4 chloride is perfect answer. What is the name of Cr2O3? Chromium, in which oxidation number it is? 2x plus -2 into 3 is equal to 0, right? So 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to +6, x is equal to +3. So iron is in +3 oxidation number, chromium 3 oxide, perfect. Dichromium trioxide, chromic oxide, no, chromium 3 oxide is the perfect IUPAC name. Okay, na? Then going to the next question, name of Cu2O. Cu2O, again in the similar manner, Cu2O is having copper +1 and 2 oxide ions, 1 oxide ion, 2 cuprous ions and 1 oxide ion, right? So either copper +1 can be written as copper 1 oxide or cuprous oxide, because cuprous as is the suffix for the lower oxidation number. So copper 1 oxide is correct, cuprous oxide is also correct, right? Therefore fourth option will become the final answer. Okay, so let's not write it like this. Understanding, na? So in this manner. Then going to the next question, identify the correct IUPAC name of H2S. H2S, right? Correct IUPAC name of H2S. It doesn't have IUPAC name. All 4 options are wrong. H2S IUPAC name is hydrosulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is H2SO4, but hydrosulfuric acid is H2S, dihydrogen sulfide. So this is one correct name, but this is not IUPAC name. Hydrosulfuric acid is the IUPAC name. This is one thing you have to understand. I don't know what option is given in your material. Dihydrogen sulfide, if among them if you want to see sulfhydric acid, dihydrogen sulfide, actually dihydrogen sulfide is a common name actually, right? And hydrogen sulfide, both B and C, anyway it should not be there. Dihydrogen sulfide, hydrogen sulfide, right? So if it is there, hydrogen sulfide H2S, hydrogen sulfide, this can be correct, or but this is a common name, hydrogen sulfide. IUPAC name is hydrosulfuric acid. So anyway, just see it what option is given, but IUPAC name is this one. Then the compound PbO2, in PbO2 lead is in +4 oxidation number and 2 oxide ions are there, right? So lead 2 oxide wrong, lead dioxide is correct, plumbic oxide is also correct, right? or lead 4 oxide also can be written. Both B and C can be taken. Correct answer here lead dioxide, right? Or plumbic. Plumbic is because it is in the higher oxidation number, so it can end with a ic, but they are not IUPAC. IUPAC is lead 4 oxide. This is IUPAC name. Okay na? Then going to the next question, which of the following is correctly named? NaClO3 sodium chlorate, correct. NaClO2 sodium chloride, correct. NaCl sodium chloride, correct. All of these are correct. All of them are correct, right? Already I told you OCl minus chlorate, where chlorine is in +1 oxidation number. ClO2 minus, sorry, this is not chlorate. When chlorine is in +1 oxidation number, OCl minus is the anion, right? Then it is a hypo plus chlorite. Then this is chlorite. Then ClO3 minus chlorate. Then ClO4 minus plus chlorate, perchlorate. Right now, so in this manner different anions with their names. Then next one, what is the IUPAC name of cobalt nitrate? Sorry, CONO3 taken thrice. CONO3 taken thrice, right? So each nitrate ion is of -1 charge, right now. Each nitrate ion is of -1 charge, therefore you can say that cobalt should be of +3 charge, +3 oxidation number. Cobalt 3 nitrate, this is the perfect IUPAC name. IUPAC name is cobalt 3 nitrate. Cobaltic nitrate, in any way it is wrong. Cobalt trinitrate is also not taken in general. Cobalt nitrate is taken. Okay, which is correctly matched? Which is correctly matched? H2CO3 carbonic acid. Why is it considered as ic acid? Is it that carbon is in highest oxidation number? Then what is the lowest oxidation number? Nothing for carbon. Carbon exists in single oxidation number, that is a +4, and that too it will be forming, that is why it will be forming single oxy acid, that is H2CO3. Only one oxy acid is formed, that is H2CO3, that itself is carbonic acid. That itself is carbonic acid. Okay. Then HCN, so carbonic acid is, this is correct. Okay. HCN, hydrocyanic acid, perfect. Hydrocyanic acid. Hydrogen cyanide is the common name. HCN, hydrogen cyanide is the common name, but IUPAC name is hydrocyanic acid. Like H2S we have taken hydrosulfuric acid. In the similar manner, hydrocyanic acid. Perchloric acid, this is also perfect, because chlorine is in the highest oxidation state +7. So when it is in the highest oxidation state, the prefix per and the suffix ic both will be added. Perchloric acid. Perchloric acid. Therefore, all of them can be answer. Then coming to the last question, the IUPAC name of Na2S2O3. Na2S2O3. Actually, this is a compound formed from Na2SO4, right? So Na2SO4 is something like 2 Na plus ions and 1 sulfate ion, right? Now, if you see the structure of this sulfate ion, it will be like O minus, double bond O, double bond O, right? So this is sulfate ion, right? But same thing if you see here, now this is the compound containing 2 sodium ions similarly, and this anion, instead of SO4 2 minus, you can see here among the 4 oxygens 3 only oxygens are there, but here 1 sulfur only, here 2 sulfurs are there. That means in place of one of the oxygen there is extra sulfur came in this compound. That is why you will add the prefix thio. You will add the prefix thio, right? So this anion is a S2O3 2 minus. This is an important anion also. This is the reagent is called hypo. It is used in titration reactions in the estimation of different elements, right? Different compounds also. So hypo or S2O3 2 minus, right? This S2O3 2 minus structure will be what I told you. One of the oxygen is replaced by sulfur. So this O minus as it is, this also double bond O, but this is S. So this is making one of the oxygen's position is occupied by sulfur. This is what is the prefix you will be getting thio. This is sulfate, this should be thiosulfate, right now. So sodium sulfate is a normal Na2SO4, this one. Sodium sulfite is Na2SO3. Then sodium thiosulfate is what? The given compound. This is correct, perfect answer. Disodium trioxide is also wrong answer. So in this manner you can understand that BIN, basic inorganic nomenclature questions, right? That's it. I think 25 questions only are there. So hope you have understood all these questions, right? So concepts are important. Revise them and practice. Already I told you one thing, and again I am telling, might be in the initial mic problem was there. Inorganic compounds are limited in number. Therefore, all these inorganic compounds, if we are familiar with their name and molecular formula, it will become very easy to get a strong grip on inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry consists about 30%, not exactly 1/3, little lesser than 1/3, because organic percentage will be highest in all the 3 parts of chemistry in the examination, whether it is a NEET or JEE, main, advanced, whatever it is, right? So highest percentage will come to organic chemistry, then physical chemistry, and then inorganic chemistry. Inorganic chemistry chapters are also lesser. Therefore, obviously weightage also will come lesser. But what the point you have to focus is that inorganic compounds are limited in number, right? So these many compounds only are there. If such is the case, and if you come to know, if you learn the names and formulas of all these compounds, then it will become very comfortable for you to do better in inorganic chemistry, right? In inorganic chemistry. So this is one basic chapter for this subject, inorganic chemistry. So brush up all the concepts and prepare well. It will be helpful for your 2-year preparation. Okay. So we will close it here, and the next lecture will be of physics. It will start from 10:20. Okay na? Okay. So physics class will start from 10:20 AM, and if you are having any doubts conceptually or in general also, you can reach me. Okay, in this at this number. Chalo. So we will close it here, and we will see you in physical classes.
Dear students, good morning to all of you. Now, let us start worksheet number 4. Which of the following is not a vector quantity? What are you thinking? Vector quantity means magnitude and direction. Direction is not a simple word. When you talk about direction, you are talking about point of application, you are talking about the plane in which vector is acting, and in that plane also it should act only in one direction. So, what quantity among these four will not be a vector quantity? Let us identify. First, which are vector quantity we want to find out. The first you see number 2, velocity. If you have a particle, there will be only one point of application. It will act only in one plane, only it will have one orientation. So velocity is a vector quantity, acceleration is a vector quantity, force is also a vector quantity. So which is not a vector quantity? That is your pressure. Even though it is force by area, force is a vector quantity, area a complex, it may be scalar, it may be vector. So pressure is not a vector quantity. So you will have pressure not a vector quantity. Now let us move to question number 2. Unit of force is. What is force? According to Newton's second law, F equal to m into A, right? Now mass in SI kilogram and A 1 meter per second square. Directly you are getting here. Now if you go for 1 kilogram into 1 meter per second square, to give honor to scientist Newton, it itself is called Newton. So Newton is also unit of force. Now kilogram force means kilogram weight. 1 kilogram weight is 1 into 9.8 Newton. So kilogram force is also unit for force. What should be the answer? Because you will have to take only one answer. So you will have to take all of these. Okay, no. Newton is unit of force. Kilogram meter per second square is unit of force. Kilogram force means kilogram weight is also the unit for force. Answer is all the three. Now let us move to next question. If a quantity has direction, just now I have told you, any quantity which will have magnitude and direction, it is not essential that it will be a vector quantity. Because to be a vector quantity, main quantity is direction. Magnitude is a very simple word. Maybe scalar, maybe vector, n into u will be named as magnitude. But whereas direction is concerned, in that so many quantities are involved. Okay, no. A vector quantity will have only one point of application. If it is acting on so many different points, it will not be a vector quantity. For example, water is flowing through a straight pipe. Velocity of water in the pipe will not be a vector quantity. Right now, it should act only in one plane. If you have a source of light, light will move in all the directions, in all the plane. It will not be a vector quantity. So if a quantity has magnitude and direction, it may be a vector, may not be a vector. So here your answer will be maybe a vector. It must be a vector is completely wrong. Okay, must be a scalar is also completely wrong. Answer will be it may be a vector. It may be a vector, it may be a scalar, or it may be a tensor. Now, moving to next. A boy throws a rubber ball vertically upward. So we are taking a ball, taking vertically upward, throwing with velocity u. Now, I have taught you, if you are doing work and you are facing resistance, work done will be positive. Okay? If you are doing work and someone is helping you, someone is assisting you, work done is negative. If there is no resistance, no assistance, work done is 0. So when boy will be throwing ball vertically up, gravitational force will be telling to the boy, hey, where are you throwing the ball? Keep it down. The boy is facing resistance. The work done by the boy will be positive, okay, and work done by gravitational force is negative. Other way, best technique, W equal to Fs cos theta. Take the value of theta. If theta is in first and fourth quadrant, okay, no, in between 0 and 90 degree, or 270 and 360 degree, excluding 90 and 270, work done is positive. And if theta, angle between force and displacement vector, will be in between 90 degree and 270 degree, then you will consider work done to be negative, excluding 90 and 270. So when boy is throwing ball vertically up, work done by the boy will be positive, and work done by gravitational force will be negative. So answer will be positive and negative. Answer is this. Work done by the force applied by the boy and work done by gravity will be positive and negative. Let us move to number 5 now. Two bodies A and B of equal mass. So this is A, this is B, this is M, this is M, G is same. Are at height H, this is at height 2H. The ratio of their potential energy. You know, potential energy is mgh. Its potential energy is mgh, and its potential energy is 2mgh. So potential energy of A by potential energy of B equal to mgh by 2mgh 1 by 2. Answer will be number 2. Clear to you? Now, let us move to next question. With what speed a man of mass 60 kilogram, M 60 kilogram, kinetic energy they have given you 750. This will be equal to half mba squared. 750 half 60 v squared. 750 into 2 by 60 v squared. 0 cancel. 3 2 time. 3 25 time. 2 2 cancel. V equal to 5 meter. Okay, 5 meter per second. Answer here it is 5 meter per second. Clear to you? Kinetic energy has only one formula, half mba squared. Now, we are on number 7. A man weighing 70 kilogram, M 70 kilogram, carries a weight of 10 kilogram on the top of a tower. H 100 meter, work done 70 plus 10 G 10, H is 100. Okay, no? It will become 80. Okay, and this one you make kilo joule. Answer will become 80 kilo joule. Clear to you? Now, let us move to question number 8. Kinetic energy of a body is K. What will be its kinetic energy if velocity is increased by 2 times? The kinetic energy equal to half mb squared. Now, they are increasing velocity 2 times. So, kinetic energy dash half m, velocity 2 times increased, 4 times half mb squared, 4 times kinetic energy 4k. So, answer will become number 1. Clear to you? Now, let us move to question number 9. A work of 4,900 is done on a load of mass m 50 kilogram to lift to a certain height, that the height through which G they have given you 9.8 meter per second squared. Work done mg h. They are asking you h. So h will be equal to W by mg 4900 by m 50 into 9.8. So, this is 10 meter for question number 9. Number 4. Now, let us move to question number 10. Is it rectified? A body, we are now on question number 10. A body moving at 2 meters per second. They have given you velocity 2 meters per second and kinetic energy they have given you 5 joule. Mass of the body they are asking you. It is half m v squared, m equal to 2k by v squared. Right? So now it will be 2 into 5 v squared. This will become 4. So you will have 10 by 4 or 2.5 kilogram. So let us see, answer will be number 1. Clear to you? Now we are on question number 11. For 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes you can say, there was some technical problem. Again, I hope that you people are capable to hear me. Now, number 11. A ball of mass 1 kilogram, m 1 kilogram, you are throwing it upward and it is reaching a maximum height of 4 meters. So H they have given you. Calculate work done. Work done is force into displacement. Force m into g. So W equal to mgh 1, 10, 4. Answer 40 joule. Is it clear to you? This is number 11. Now let us move to next question. We are now on number 12. There is a force F 5 Newton acting on a body at an angle of 60 degree with the horizontal, and they are telling you it is displacing it horizontally through a distance of 6 meters. So if you take body like this, you are applying force in this direction, displacement here angle theta, W will be mod F mod S cos theta. Now F they have given you 5, displacement they have given you 6 meters, and it is cos 60. Now cos 60 1 by 2. Answer 15 joule. Answer will be number 3. Understanding now? Let us move now to next question. When a car suddenly stops, the passenger tend to lurch forward. This question is in no way related to work power energy. It is related to Newton's laws of motion, and it is directly Newton's first law, that is law of inertia. So how to identify that it is inertia of rest or inertia of motion? For finding that, you see that initially what is the state of the body. So when a car suddenly stopped, it means that initially it was moving, right? Right? No. Initially car was in motion. So it is a case of inertia of motion. So directly we can say that it is inertia of motion. Why they are telling you it is tend to lurch forward? The reason is the moment car will be stopped, the lower part of the body which is in contact with the car will come to rest, and upper part of the body, okay, it will like to continue its motion. Due to that, the person will be lurched forward. If your whole body will be in contact with the car, then guaranteed you may not be lurched forward. Clear to you? So whenever you are sitting in flight, you must put seat belt and whole body must be in contact with the seat. Clear now? Now, let us move to question number 14. You are standing on a bus. Okay, many times we stood. And then bus has taken suddenly turned towards left. You tend to fall to the right. It is a case of inertia due to direction. The bus is accelerating. You are following Newton's first law. The driver is turning the steering wheel. Actually, it is a direct case of inertia of direction. So actually one alternate should be inertia of direction. But anyhow, we will have to take one out of these four. So here you are following Newton's first law, which is a law giving concept of inertia. Clear to you? Let us move now to question number 15. A ball is dropped from a certain height. The ball is dropped from certain height. Let us take it is h and bounces back here. Considering the collision with the ground, if it will reach back to same height, it means collision is perfectly elastic. Which statement about momentum is correct? Actually, if you take conservation of linear momentum, then it must be valid for interacting bodies. Means earth and ball, if you are considering linear momenta of both, then it will remain conserved. So here answer will be Earth's momentum changes to conserve total momentum of the ball earth system. Linear momenta and angular momenta conservation, the most fundamental law in the universe. You should remember that. Even it is more fundamental than conservation of energy. Now, we are moving to question number 16. You have two vectors A and B, magnitude 5 and 12. Which of the following cannot be the magnitude? This question is neither related to work power energy nor related to Newton's laws. It is a direct question of vector, addition of vectors. Let me give you some basic concept related to addition. If you want to add two vectors, number one, those two vectors must be of same nature. Velocity can be added only to velocity. Velocity cannot be added to acceleration, or velocity cannot be added to force. Multiplication where is concerned, you can multiply any two vector quantity, force and displacement, force and velocity. But for addition or subtraction, similar vector quantities must be there, number one. Number two, in physics, in math you can add, but in physics, because it is a science of concepts, so you should know for addition, vectors must be of same nature. Number two, the vectors which you are adding should have same point of application. Right? Now, come to which of the following cannot be the magnitude of vector sum of vectors A and B. Maximum value will be mod A plus mod B, and minimum value will be mod A minus mod B. Magnitude of resultant you are given with the help of parallelogram law under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. If you are using this, theta is the angle between vectors a and b. Clear to you? If you consider this formula, then maximum value of resultant magnitude is a plus b, and minimum value will be difference of a and b. So here 5 and 12. So R max, this will be 17, and resultant mean, this will be 12 minus 5 will be 7. So whichever will be in between these two are correct. Whichever will not be in between these two will not be correct. 7, it is there, this is minimum value. 13 is in between these two. 17 is already there. The guaranteed, what will be your answer? Your answer will be 5 unit, because they are asking you cannot be. Your answer is 5 unit, because 5 is less than 7. Understood? Now, let us move to question number 17 now. Which of the following statement is correct for an object moving in one dimension if its velocity time graph is a straight line inclined upward from time axis? So we are taking a graph, and this graph is velocity time graph, and it is a straight line. Okay, you know that slope of VT graph gives you acceleration. Slope is constant, means body is moving with constant acceleration. So here one is wrong, second is wrong because it is moving with acceleration. Answer, the object is moving with constant acceleration. So this will be the answer. Let us now move to question number 18. A ball is thrown vertically upward with a certain speed. Ball you are throwing vertically upward with a certain speed. So vertically upward you are throwing, it reaches a maximum height and then falls back. It is falling back. Which of the following statement is true throughout the motion? The acceleration is 0, no. Velocity is constant, no. Direction of acceleration does not change during ascent and descent. It is right, beta, because your acceleration due to gravity continuously will act downward towards the center of earth. So here the answer will be this. Fourth, velocity and acceleration. When you are projecting upward, velocity is acting upward, but acceleration is acting in downward direction. Clear to you? The answer for this question is number 3. Now, let us move to number 19. Two identical stones are released simultaneously from the same height. So you have released from the same height, okay, from same height you have released two stones. Stone A is dropped vertically. No, stone B you have projected horizontally. The B you are projecting means B will go like this, beta. B will move like this, right? It is not projected like this. Okay, horizontally with whatever speed you project. In vertical direction, its velocity is 0 and its velocity in vertical direction is also 0. This is u horizontal. So they will be reaching the ground in same time. H equal to half GTA square. H is same for both, G is same for both, so T will be same for both, but horizontal distance travelled by B will be more. Horizontal displacement for A will be directly be 0. Okay, no horizontal distance will be travelled by body A. Only B will be travelling horizontal distance. So answer here, both stones will reach the ground at the same time, but stone B travels a longer distance. Answer will be number 1. Is it clear to you? Understood? Now let us move to question number 20. They have given you a velocity time graph for an object thrown vertically upward under gravity. So when you are throwing it upward, G is acting downward. So your G is constant. The velocity will be going on decreasing and velocity will become 0 at highest point. And then direction of velocity will become negative, right? And velocity will be going on increasing in negative direction. So the object at its highest point, let us check what they have told you. The object is thrown upward at t equal to 0, comes back down to the same point. Which of the following statement is true? The object is at its highest point at the midpoint of the graph where the velocity is 0. The object has 0 acceleration, it is wrong. The slope of the graph increases as the object falls, wrong. Acceleration is 0 at t equal to 4 seconds, wrong. Your object is at its highest point at the midpoint where velocity will become 0. When you are projecting like this, at this point its velocity is 0 and then it is returning back. Okay? Answer number 1. Clear to you? Now let us move to next question now. 21. A person walks 3 kilometers north and then 4 kilometers south. So whenever you are taking this, you must draw east, west, north, south. He is starting from here. Person is walking 3 kilometers north. So he had gone from here till here 3 kilometers north and 4 kilometers south, and then he had come here 4 kilometers. So let us take O, he has gone to A, then he has come to B. They are asking you average speed. Check the word average speed. Average speed is total distance covered by total time taken. The total distance covered will not depend upon direction. So 3 kilometers plus 4 kilometers, total distance covered is 7 kilometers by time. Time is 1 hour. So average speed, verbally you will say it will become 7 kilometers per hour. If they will ask you average velocity in this problem, also no problem. Take net displacement. Net displacement is, if I take south, so this is initial position, this is final position. This will become 1 kilometer towards south, but total time taken is same. It has taken 1 hour, so it will become 1 kilometer per hour towards south. If they ask you average velocity, but here they have asked you average speed. So 3 plus 4, 7 by 1, 7 kilometer per hour. Answer will be number 3. Now, number 22. A car's velocity changes from plus 20 So car initial velocity is plus 20 meter per second. Final velocity minus 10 meter per second. Time they have given you 5 seconds. What is the average acceleration? Average acceleration is change of velocity by time, rate of change of velocity. When you take change, always it is, okay, final minus initial. So this will be average acceleration. This will be equal to change in velocity v minus u by t. V is minus 10 minus 20 by t. T they have given you 5. So this will become minus 30 by 5 minus 6 meter per second square. Answer will be number 2. Clear to you? Now let us move to number 23. If initial velocity and acceleration are opposite in direction and acceleration remains constant throughout motion, what will happen? To some distance it will move. Motion is retarded because acceleration is acting in backward direction. So after some time, okay, no, body will be stopped and then body will again start moving in backward direction. So what they say, distance and displacement are same for all time interval. It is wrong. Not for all time interval. Only for that much time interval when particle is moving in this direction. Afterwards it will return back. Right? No, because motion is retarded. A moment will come when motion of body will be stopped, and body will return back. Right? So one is wrong. Distance and displacement may be same for certain time interval. This will be correct or not same. It is wrong. Data insufficient. So answer will be from here till the time when particle is moving along the straight line path and body will come to rest. Till that time, distance and displacement will be same. Means just for some time interval it will happen. Okay, no? The answer for this question will be number 2. Now, let us move to question number 24. For a particle moving along x-axis, it is moving along x-axis. They have given you position versus time graph. They are telling you identify the correct statement. Average velocity is lowered in the interval 0 to t1. The 0 to t1 you see here, position, you will be taking the slope, right now, and it is, you know that position coordinate is more, okay, no, for 0 to t1, okay. Average velocity is lower in the interval 0 to t1 than interval 0 to t2. No. Average velocity is lower in interval 0 to t2 than interval 0 to t1. Why? Because if you take here, okay, no, it is negative. So displacement decreases, position coordinate decreases. So net displacement will be less if you will take from 0 to t2. Undoubtedly your answer will be average velocity is lower in the interval 0 to t2. It will be more in interval 0 to t1 because displacement is more. They are not talking about speed. They are talking about velocity. In velocity you will have to consider distance. No, displacement. So if you take displacement, then 0 to t1 displacement is more in shorter duration of time. 0 to T2, if you take displacement is less, position coordinate they have taken on y-axis, you can check. The 0 to T2 displacement is less and time is more. So average velocity will be less for 0 to T2. Average velocity will be more for 0 to T1. So for this question, answer is number 2. I hope all of you are understanding now. Now I move to question number 25. When a ball is dropped from certain height, h is too much lesser than radius of earth. You have dropped the ball from height h. Its velocity just before making contact with the ground. U is, see here, you have dropped, U is 0. Vs squared, Us squared plus 2gh. This quantity is 0. Vs squared 2gh. V will be equal to under root 2gh. Try to understand. Simple kinematics question. You have dropped a body from height h. With what velocity it will be hitting the ground? Initial velocity is 0. The velocity with which body will be hitting the ground will be under root 2gh. Clear to you? So answer for this question will be number 3. Clear to you? Understood, no? After this, let us move to next question. No, it is over. Okay, no? This one is completed. So whatever worksheet number 4 was there, we have completed it. Okay, no? Now, further, just, okay, 1 minute. So, worksheet number 4 I have fully completed, and after this all of you will be coming on second or third here near us. Then we will be teaching you offline. Okay, there is still for some time. Let us discuss. We were on work power energy, no? A simple question I am asking you. From childhood you are studying MGH formula. Here also we have used MGH for solving the problem. Will it be a correct formula for absolute potential energy? First thing, there is no meaning of absolute potential energy. Actually, in the world everything is relative. Long ago, Albert Einstein has told you. Okay, no? So whenever we are talking about potential energy, we are talking with respect to some reference level. Suppose I am considering a body situated at infinity, and you are bringing it into a gravitational field. Infinity means there is no field at all. Okay, no? So there your potential energy is 0. when you bring the body from infinity to surface of earth, I am taking earth, okay. So, if you take earth, it has radius r, okay, no. So, when you bring here, work done in bringing a body of mass small m. Suppose total mass of earth is capital M, radius is capital R, radius of earth 6400 kilometer, capital R, right now, and you are bringing the body from infinity to this point. Work done is how much? This work done will be potential energy of body M in the gravitational field of earth, and this is equal to minus Gmm by R, okay, no. The derivation of this requires integration. You will be considering at a distance x how much force is acting, and then you will be taking the body from here to infinity. Since we have not taught you integration, okay, no, so derivation part you will not understand. Whether it is very simple, if this is m, go at a distance x and then keep the body m, f will become Gmm by x square. Now move it away by distance dx, work done will be positive Gmm by x square dx, okay, no. So now work done will become, in taking the body from x to infinity, it will become Gmm integration x minus 2 dx from x to infinity. Clear to you? So this will be actually equal to work done you are taking from x to infinity. This will become Gmm. Let us take from surface of earth I am taking. So from surface of earth, limit of integration will be from r to infinity, the Gmm, and formula I have given you, x minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1 minus 1 by x. So when you will integrate x minus 2 dx, it will be minus 1 by x. So it is minus 1 by x r to infinity. The Gmm minus, first upper limit you substitute and then subtract by putting lower limit. So you are getting Gmm by r. Okay, this is work done in taking body from surface of earth to infinity. Clear to you? But potential energy and potential, if you are taking potential, you take unit mass. Potential at a point in the gravitational field of any body is amount of work done in bringing unit mass from infinity to that point, right? If you are bringing a body of mass small m from infinity to that point, that will become potential energy of that body. What have you calculated now by using method of integral calculus? Work done in taking body from surface of earth to infinity. Clear? Whereas potential energy, if you take, it is work done in bringing the body from infinity to surface of earth. It means that It means that work done from infinity to R, this will be minus of work done from R to infinity. So, this will be minus of GMM by R. Clear? Here, for integration, for your reference, I am writing x to the power n dx, x n plus 1 by n plus 1. This formula you have used for this, for integration. So, you got work done in bringing the body from infinity to surface of earth, which is nothing but potential energy of body of mass small m, that is minus gmm by r. So, this is potential energy on the surface of earth. Every bounded system will have negative, total energy will be negative, potential energy will be negative. Due to that only you are taking any electron inside an atom in any orbit, its potential energy is negative, its total energy is also negative. So, now it is minus gm by r. Now, let us again take, this is earth, I have taken here surface and I am going to height h. So, this is h and this is r. So, here your work done is from infinity to this point is work done as minus g mm by r. In the similar way, if you are bringing the body of mass small m from infinity to a distance r plus h from center of earth, suppose this point is P, so this will become minus g mm by r plus h. So, if you are taking it from surface of earth to height h, how much work done you are doing? Subtract minus g mm by r plus h minus of minus g mm by r. In this g mm common, this is becoming plus na, 1 by r minus 1 by r plus h. So, this will become g mm. Here you are getting r, r plus h, r plus h minus r, r is cancelled. You know g equal to g m by r square, right? No. If I am taking g m by r, this will become g r. So, g m by r is g r m g r. G m by 1 r I have kept and 1 r I have substituted. So, this is g m, this r has gone. Okay, no? So, this will become g into r m. Here is h and here is r plus h. So, what you are obtaining now? You are getting work done mgh by r plus h by h. Okay, no? So, what you will be getting? Check this. H you have kept, so here it will be r. Okay, no? So, this will become mgh by 1 plus h by r. So, if you take a body from surface of earth to height h, the correct formula for work done is not mgh, it is mgh 1 plus h by r. It is relative potential energy. You are comparing potential energy of the body when it is on the surface of earth and when it is at a height h. Then under what condition this will convert into mgh? When this quantity you are neglecting. When you will neglect it, when h will be too much smaller than r. When h will be too much smaller than r, then this quantity will become W equal to mgh. So mgh is not any absolute formula. Clear to you? It is just a relative formula, an approximate formula. You can use only when h is completely neglected in comparison to radius of earth. So 1 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter, 20 meter, 50 meter, 100 meter, we can neglect in comparison to 6,400 kilometer. Then you can use this formula mgh to take a body from surface of earth to height h. Secondly, g is also not a constant quantity. Altitude effect you know in gravitation. As you are going up, the value of g is going on decreasing. Okay, no? You know altitude effect, latitude effect due to rotation of earth. So many cases are there. Okay, no? Where g is varying. Here when you are using this formula, you have taken g to be a constant quantity. Okay, no? And g would be constant again when h will be neglected in comparison to r. So work done in taking the body from surface of earth to height small h. It is mgh when g is constant and h is very, very small. Clear to you? I hope you understood now. Your complete worksheet, I have completed all 4 worksheets. Okay, we have completed and I hope you understood clearly. And now again when you are coming near us, we will continue offline till where we have taught you. Still you will have doubt, you will be along with us, you will be asking questions from us. Okay, I am keeping till here now. Now after that 10-minute break you will have, then math sir will come and he will continue your worksheet number 4. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay, good morning students. So today we'll be discussing questions on sets, and this is the last discussion, and after that I think your classes will be starting. Okay, so let's start the discussion. Okay, I hope you have done the worksheet. First question: if A, B and C are three sets such that A is a subset of B is a subset of C, मतलब C is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. So what kind of diagram it will be there, right? If I make a diagram, it will be like this. If this is A, this is B, right, and this is C, right? This is C, correct? So what will be A union B union C? A union B union C will be A, right? A union B union C will be nothing but A, right? Whole thing. What will be A intersection B intersection C? Everything common. That will be nothing but this C part, right? This will be C. So I can say this minus this will be what? A minus C, which is option 3, right? Which is option 3, right? Next, let Z denote the set of all integers, and A is A square plus 3B square equal to 28, and A comma B, right? B is saying B is a set A greater than B. B is greater than B is less than A, right? Then the number of elements in A intersection B is what? A intersection B is what? So what I will do in this, first I will check what are the values of A and B we are getting, right? So if I put A equal to 1, right, I will be getting 1 square plus 3B square is equal to 28, right? So 3B square will be equal to 27. It means B square equal to 9. It means B is equal to plus and minus 3, right? Plus and minus 3. So for 1 I will be getting two values, which is 1 comma 3, right, and 1 comma minus 3. Similarly I will get two values for minus 1 also, right? So two values for minus 1 will be minus 1 comma 3 and minus 1 comma minus 3, right? But we need it intersection with B, set B. Set B, what it is saying, A should be greater than B. A should be greater than B. So the first element should be greater than the second element. In this case it is not there. 1 is not more than 3. So this is not there. 1 is more than minus 3. That is correct, right? This is correct. Then minus 1 is more than 3. Minus 1 is more than 3. It is also not correct, right? This is also not correct. Then minus 1 is greater than minus 3. That is correct, right? Minus 1 is greater than minus 3, because on the number line, if I see, this is minus 3, this is minus 2, this is minus 1, right? Minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. So I can say that minus 1 is on the right side, that's why it is more than minus 3. So how many values we got? Two values, right? Apart from this, if I put A equal to 2, right, A equal to 2, I will be getting 3B square is equal to 24, or B square equal to 8, right? So I will not be getting an integer. I will not be getting a integer. Similarly, if I put A is equal to 3, again B will not be an integer, because 28 minus 9 will be 19, right? And 19 by 3 will not be an integer. Then if I put A equal to 4, right, if I put A equal to 4, I will be getting 16, right? So if I put A equal to 4, I will be getting 16 plus 3B square is equal to 28. So I can say 3B square should be equal to what? 12. So I can say B square equal to what? 4. If B square is 4, I can say B is equal to plus and minus 2, right? B is equal to plus and minus 2. In this case, I will be getting 4 comma 2 and 4 comma minus 2. Both of the values, in both of this, A will be more than B, right? In both of this, A will be more than B, right? So how many values, how many set we have got? 1, 2, right? And here 3 and 4. So the answer is what? 4, right? If I put 5, so what I will be getting? Here I will be getting 25 plus 3B square equal to 28. So I can say 3B square equal to 3. So B square equal to plus or minus, B is equal to plus and minus 1, right? So I can say I will be getting 5 comma 1 and 5 comma minus 1. Again both of these values are what? In this A is greater than B, right? In both of this, A is greater than B. So how many values totally we got? From here we got 2 values, from here we got 2 values, and here we have 2 values. So the answer is what? 6, right? 4 is not the answer because 4 is incomplete. We need more, right? Next. If A and B are two non-identity sets and A is a proper subset of B, A is a proper subset of B, then proper subset means what? A cannot be equal to B, right? A cannot be equal to B. Then find the minimum possible value. Find the minimum possible value of N of A delta B. What is this equivalent to? This is equivalent to, if you remember, N of A delta B, right? It will be equal to, if this is set A, set B, this part, right? This part is what? This part is N of A delta B, right? So what I can say? I can say it is equal to N of A minus A plus N of B minus 2 times of N of, minus 2 times of N of A intersection B. A intersection B, right? Now we need to find the minimum value for this, right? I need to find the minimum value of this thing, right? For minimum value, I have to say that A intersection B, whatever we are subtracting, it has to be maximum, right? It has to be maximum, right? So if N of A is 5 and it is a subset of B, then I should say B, proper subset. So I should say B should be at least 1 more than set A, right? So I can say N of B will be equal to what? 6, right? N of B should be equal to what? 6. So I'll be getting 6 plus 5 minus 2 times of. If A is a proper subset, I can say if this is B, this is A, right? So A intersection B is nothing but A itself, right? A intersection B is nothing but A itself. So how much I'll be getting? Minus 2 times of set number of elements in set A, which is 5. So I'll be getting how much? 11 minus 10, which will be 1, right? So the answer will be what? 1, right? I hope I am clear with this. Next, fourth. If N of U is equal to 20, N of A equal to 12, N of B is 9, N of A intersection B is 4, right? Then what is the value of N of A union B complement, right? N of A union B complement. Now, N of A union B complement will be equal to N of U minus N of A union B, right? Minus N of A union B. So for N of U we have, how much it is? 20, right? And what is N of A union B? It is N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B, right? What is N of A? It is 12, N of B 9, and N of A intersection B is 4. So if I plug in the values, I'll be getting 20, 12 plus 9 minus 4. And this will be minus. So 12 plus 9 is going to be 21. 21 minus 4, right, is going to be how much? 17. So 20 minus 17 is equal to what? 3. Right? So the answer will be what? Option 4. Right? Answer will be option 4. Right? I hope I am clear with this one. Next. An investigator interviewed 100 students to determine the performance of 3 drinks: milk, coffee and tea. The investigator reported that 10 students take all the 3 drinks, right? So we have milk, tea and coffee. So 10 students are having all the 3. Can I say N of M intersection T intersection coffee is equal to 10? Right? Then coffee and tea. Coffee and tea, 20 students. I think there is some incomplete in this. All the 3 drinks. Coffee and tea, they have not, here it is not mentioned. 20 students take milk and coffee, and 35 students take coffee and tea. Right? So milk and coffee, 20 students take milk and coffee. So I can say milk and coffee is how much? 20. Right? Then 30 students take coffee and tea. N of coffee intersection tea is how much? 30. Right? And 25 students take milk and tea. Right? 25 students take milk and tea. Right? So 25. N of coffee, milk intersection T is how much? 25. Right. What they're saying next? 12 students take milk only. Right. Ignore this statement. Coffee and tea. Right. There is nothing about it. Right. Then 12 students take milk only. So I can say milk only. It means milk intersection tea complement intersection coffee complement, because they are saying milk only. Right. It means they can't have tea and coffee. Like that, how many students we have? 12. Right. N of coffee only is how many we have? Milk intersection coffee intersection tea complement is equal to what? 5. And 8 students take tea only, which is N of milk intersection milk complement intersection coffee complement intersection tea is equal to what? Is equal to 8. What are they asking? The number of students who did not take any of the 3 drinks. The number of students who did not take any of the 3 drinks. So if I draw the Venn diagram, right? If I draw a Venn diagram, what are they asking? They are asking this part. Right? This part will be nothing but N of U. This part will be nothing but N of U minus N of milk union tea union coffee. Right? So N of U is given to be how much? 100. Total how many students are there? 100. So I can say it is 100 minus, for M of U, T and C, what I will do? I will add this 3. Right? So I will be getting 12 plus 5 plus 8 minus. Right? 12 plus 5 plus 8 minus. I will add this parts also. Right? This 3. Right? I will be adding this parts also, and that is given to be how much? Minus 10 plus 20 plus 30. Right? And then this part, this middle part has been added how many times? Has been added twice. Right? But we need it only once. So I will be subtracting it twice, which is twice of all the 3. Right? All the 3 is 10. This is not 10, this is 25. Right? So it will be 10. Correct? So what is the value we are getting now? It is 100 minus 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 5 is 25, right? 25 minus 25 is gone. So we have minus 50 and minus, it is how much? 70. It is 70. Correct? So if we have 70, this will be plus, right? This will be plus and this will be minus. So what I will be having? 25 plus 25 is 50. 50 plus 50 plus 50 is how much? 100, and 100 minus 20 is 80, right? So I will be getting how much? 80. So 100 minus 80 is what? 20. So that is the answer, right? 20 students didn't take any of the 3 drinks. Okay, I hope this is clear to everyone, right? Next, the shaded region in the figure represent what? Right? They have removed this part, right? This is what? A intersection B. This part is what? A minus B, and this part is what? B minus A. So it is very simple. This is equivalent to what? 4th option, right? Or we can also say it is equivalent to N of A delta B, because that is nothing but this part, right? Next, if A, B and C are 3 non-empty sets such that any 2 of them are disjoint, means they have nothing common between them. So it basically, if I want to draw a diagram, this is A, this is B and this is C. They have nothing common between them. Then what they are asking? N of A union B union C. What will be N of A union B union C? N of A plus N of B plus N of C, right? All A plus B plus C, right? And its common area with A intersection B intersection C, right? A intersection B intersection C. But there is nothing common here, right, between all of them. So what I can say, this will be equal to what? Phi. And any set intersection with a null set will be equal to what? Null set. So the answer will be what? Option 4, right? The answer will be what? Option 4. Next, the finite set A and B have M and N elements respectively. If the total number of subsets of A is 1, 1, 2 more than total number of subsets of B, then the volume of M, then M is equal to what? right? So it's pretty simple. We have done this question in CBC also, right? It is there in your worksheet. What the total number of subset in A, right, will be power set. Power set, how much it is? 2 to the power m, right? And in B it will be how much? 2 to the power n, right? So according to the given information, what are they saying? They are saying 2 to the power m is equal to 2 to the power n plus 112, right? So what are the values of m and n for which this will be satisfying, right? M will be equal to what? 7, and n will be equal to what? 4, because this will be equal to 128 is equal to 16 plus 112, right? So m is 7 and n is 4. They have asked about m, so m is how much? 1, right? I think in your worksheet they have asked about m plus n, which is in this case 11, but in this case they have asked only about m, right? I hope this is clear to everyone. Ninth, if A is such that y is equal to 4 by x and x square plus y square equal to 8, then what is the intersection? A intersection B, right? A intersection B. So what I will do, in this case y is equal to 4 by x, in this case it is x square plus y square equal to 8. So what I will do here, I will write x square, substitute the value of y in this. I will be getting 16 by x square is equal to 8, right? In place of y, if I put 4 by x, I will be getting 16 by x square, right? So it will be how much? X to the power 4 minus 8x square plus 16 is equal to 0, right? So I can say x square minus 4 square equal to 0. It means x square minus 4 is equal to 0. It means x square equal to 4. It means x is equal to plus and minus 2, right? If x is plus and minus 2, right? If I put here x equal to 2, I will be getting y is equal to 2. And if I put here x equal to minus 2, right, I will be getting y is equal to minus 2. So how many points are we getting? How many points are we getting? We are getting 2 comma 2 and minus 2 comma minus 2. So how many points we have? 2 points, right? The answer should be what? Option 3, right? Right now you don't know this, but these are the equation of circle and a hyperbola, right? If I plot the diagram, they will be circle and a hyperbola will be like this, right? This is a circle, right? And y equal to 4 by x graph will be something like this, right? So they will be having 2 points of intersection, okay? That is what they are saying, okay? Next. A class has 175 students. The following data shows the number of students opting one or more subjects, right? Mathematics, total n of u is how much? N of u is 175, right? N of m is how much? 100, right? N of p is how much? 70, right? N of c is how much? 40. N of mathematics and physics, right? N of m intersection p is equal to what? 30, right? Then n of mathematics and chemistry, n of mathematics and chemistry is equal to 28, n of physics and chemistry is equal to 23, and mathematics, physics and chemistry, all the three is n of m intersection p intersection c is equal to what? 18, right? How many of them have offered mathematics alone, right? Mathematics alone. So if I make the diagram, right? If I make the diagram, this is, let this be maths, this be physics, and this be what? Chemistry, right? We want only this part, right? We want only this part. This is nothing but n of m intersection p complement intersection c complement, right? For that I have to add n of m, right? And I have to subtract this part, which is n of m intersection p minus n of m intersection c, right? But when I added m, right, this part, which is all the three, was added once, right? But when I am subtracting this 2, it is getting subtracted how many times? Twice. So I have to add once, right? So it will be how much? Plus n of m intersection p intersection c, right? So it will be how much? N of m is given to be 100 minus this is 30 minus this is how much? 28 and this is how much? 18. Right? So it is 100 minus 40, which is what? 60. So the answer is what? Option 3. Right? The total number of students who has दिख नहीं रहा. Right. So in this, if A is equal to x comma y, then the power set of A, right? In power set, what does it come? Total number of all the possible subsets. So what I can say, power set of A will have first of all null set, then single elements, right? And then x comma y, both the elements. So that is matching in which option? Option 4, right? Next, if universal set is this, right, and A and B are this, then what is A intersection B complement? Okay, so we need to first simplify this part. How will I do? I will take x square common. I'll have x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 equal to 0, right? So from here I'll have x equal to 0, and this is a very special cubic, right? Special cubic whose roots are 1, 2 and 3, right? It's better if you remember it. So x equal to 1, x equal to 2 and x equal to 3, right? So in universal set, how many will be coming? 0, 1, 2 and 3, right? In set A, what will be coming? 2, 3, because its equation roots are what? 2, 3. Then in B what will be coming? 1, 2, right? So what are I saying? A intersection B. A intersection B is how much? Only 2, right? A intersection B is what? 2. And if I want to take complement, A intersection B complement, that will be how much? 0, 1, 2, 3 minus 2, right? So it will be how much? 0, 1 and 3, which is option 3, right? Next, if S is the set of squares and R is a set of rectangles, then S union R minus S intersection R is S intersection S is what, right? See, rectangle is a bigger set, right? Because all the squares are a part of rectangle, right? Every square will be definitely a rectangle, but every rectangle will not be a square, right? So what I can say, S union R, it is like this. This is R, right? And this is S. S is a proper subset of R, right? So S union R will be nothing but R, right? And S intersection S will be nothing but S. So when they are subtracting it, what are we getting? R minus S. What are R minus S? Rectangles but not square, right? Set of rectangles but not square. So the answer should be what? Option 4. Right? The answer is what? Option 4. Next, the shaded region in the given figure is what? Okay, so if you see, this is what? A, right? This is A minus B union C, the part of B union C. So the answer should be what? Option 4, right? It is option 4. Okay. If A is x square plus y square equal to 25 and B is x square plus 9y square equal to 144, then A intersection B contains what, right? This kind of question just we did, in which y was 4 by x. But in this one, we need to solve it in a different way. How will I solve? I will subtract these two, right? So I'll have x square plus 9y square equal to 144 and x square plus y square equal to 25, right? If I subtract these two, this will cancel. I'll have 8y square equal to 121. So I'll have y square equal to 121 by 8. It means y will be equal to 11 by 2 root 2 plus minus 11 by 2 root 2, right? If I put 11 by 2 root 2, I will get two values of x here, right? I'll show you. So x square plus 121 by 8 is equal to 25. So x square equal to 25 minus 121 by 8, right? 25 into 8 is how much? 25 into 8 is 200. 200 minus 121 will be 79 by 8. So I got x is equal to plus minus 79 by 8 for 11 by root 2 only, 2 root 2, right? It is root 8. Okay, so how many points we'll get? We got 4 points, which is 70 root 79 by 2 root 2, comma 11 by 2 root 2, right? Then minus root 79 by 2 root 2, comma 11 by 2 root 2, then minus root 79 by 2 root 2, comma minus 11 by 2 root 2, right? And then last root 79 by 2 root 2, comma minus 11 by 2 root 2, right? So what will be the answer for this case? The answer will be what? 4 points, right? How many points we are getting? 4 points. Okay, next. If A and B are two sets, then A intersection A union B complement, right? So if I see from Venn diagram, this is A, this is B, right? And A union B complement is this part, right? This part. And I want to find its intersection with what? A. Is there any intersection with the shaded region and A? No. So the answer will be what? 5. Right? Next. Which of the following is a null set? X is such that X is greater than 1 and X is less than 1. That is true, right? Because X can't be simultaneously greater than 1 also. There is no X which can be simultaneously greater than 1 also and less than 1 also, right? Then B, X plus 3 equal to 3. In this I'll get X equal to 0. So I'll have one element, right? C is also a set containing a null set, right? So it's also one element. And last D, they are saying X is greater than equal to 1 and X is less than equal to 1. So I'll have one element in this also, which is X equal to 1, right? Which is X equal to 1, right? So the answer is what? Option A. Ninth, this kind of question we have done in the worksheet, right? What we have to do, 6n is a type of number like 6, 12, multiple of 6, right? 6, 12, 18, 24 and so on, correct? And 8n are multiple of 8, which is 8, 16, 24, then 32, so on, right? So if I want to find the intersection, right, you can already see it is 24, right? Multiple of 24. The next number will be 48. Here also it will be 48, correct? So to find that, what do? We take LCM of 6 and 8. 6 and 8. I think in your worksheet it was 3 and 4 given, right? So in this case the answer will be what? 24n, right? Next. This question is again from your worksheet. If x is equal to 4 to the power n minus 3n minus 1 and y is equal to 9n minus 1, then x union y is equal to what? Correct. So for x, if I put n equal to 1 and n equal to 1, I will be getting 0, right? Because 4 minus 3 minus 1 is what? 0. If I put n equal to 2, this is for n equal to 1. For n equal to 2, it is 4 square, which is 16, right? 16 minus 6 minus 1, right? 16 minus 6 minus 1, which is 9. When I put n equal to 3, I will be getting 64, right? 64 minus 12, which will be how much? 52. 52 minus 1 is what? 51, right? Just remember 64 minus 63, 63 minus 1, yeah, 51, right? And so it is 3, not 12. So it is 64 minus 10, which is 54. And it will be 54. Okay, and it will continue. But in set y, n equal to 1 will give me 0, then 9, then 18, then 27, and then so on, right? So which one is the bigger set here? The bigger set is how much? Y, right? So I can say y is a bigger set and x is a smaller set. So x is a x union y. X union y will be nothing but the bigger set, which is y. So the answer is what? Option 2. This we have discussed in the worksheet also. Next, in a class of 200 students, 70 played cricket, 60 played hockey, and 80 played football. 30 played cricket and football, 30 played hockey and football also, and 40 played cricket and hockey. Then find the maximum number of people playing all the three games, maximum number of people. So what they are asking n of cricket intersection hockey intersection football, right? Maximum value, max. So it will be what? For this we know 200 students are there, so 200, right? 200 will be equal to what? N of cricket they have given to be how much? 70. N of hockey they have given to be how much? 60. N of football they have given to be how much? 80, right? Then N of cricket intersection football is 30. N of hockey intersection football is what? 30. And N of cricket intersection hockey is equal to what? 40, right? So this is what? 200 is equal to N of U. For maximum this has to be equal to what? Cricket union H union F, right? And this we know it is equal to what? N of C plus N of H plus N of F, right? Minus N of cricket intersection F minus hockey intersection F minus N of C intersection H, right? Which will be how much? This will be 70 plus 60 plus 80 minus 30 minus 30 minus 40, right? What is 70 plus 60? 130. 130 plus 80 is 210. And one more thing we are remaining, N of, this is what we need to find, right? This is what we need to find. So plus N of cricket intersection hockey intersection football, right? So it is 210 minus 100, which is 110, right? It is 110 plus N of cricket intersection hockey intersection football, right? So, and this is how much? 200. So can I say N of cricket intersection hockey intersection F is equal to 90, right? So the maximum people playing all the three games, right? All the three games will be equal to what? Just a minute, I will check once again. 70 plus 60 is 130. 130 plus 80. 130 plus 80 is, but the maximum we are getting it to be 90, right? But the maximum cannot be more than 30 and this 30, right? So the answer should be what? Maximum they can be 30 people. From here we are getting 90, right? But it can't be possible because cricket and football only are playing 30. So it has to be a subset of this, right? That's why it has to be how much? 30, right? Next. In a class of 140 students numbered 1 to 40, all even number students opted for mathematics, right? So how many of them will be opting for mathematics? How many even numbers are there between 140 this? N of even number, matlab multiple of 2. It will be how much? 70, right? Those whose all the even numbers, right? And those whose number is divisible by 3 opted for physics. So N of physics, how many numbers will be there between 1 to 140 which will be divisible by what? 3, right? There will be 46 numbers, right? Because the last term will be 138 and if you divide with 3 you will be getting 46. And those whose number is divisible by 5, for 5 just divide 140 with 5. So N of chemistry, now chemistry, this is mathematics, right? For N of chemistry, 140 if I divide with 5, I will be getting what? 28, right? I will be getting what? 28. And now we need to find M intersection C, right? M intersection C. M intersection C means 2 and 5. 2 and 5 means 10. So number which are divisible by 10, how many are there? 14, right? N of M intersection P. M intersection P, that is 2 and 3, which means 6, right? So 6 will be how many? If I divide 138 by 6, I will be getting what? 23. So I will be getting how much? 23. And at last, N of physics and chemistry. Physics and chemistry means it should be divisible by 3 and 5, means 15, right? For 15 it will be how much? 135, which will be 9, right? the number of students who did not opt for any of the three courses. Okay, so now last, n of m intersection p intersection c, that will be how much? That is the number which will be divisible by 2, 3 and 5, which will be means 30, right? How many number between 1 to 140 are divisible by 30, right? There are 4 numbers, 30, 60, 90 and 120. So there are 4 numbers, right? What are they saying? None. So n of, what they are asking, n of m union p union c complement. This will be nothing but n of u minus n of m intersection p intersection c, which will be 140, right? 140 minus, what will be this? This will be 70 plus 46 plus 28, right? Minus 14 minus 23 minus 9 plus 4, right? So how much this will be equivalent to? See, 28 minus 23 is 5, right? 46 minus 14, 46 minus 14 will be how much? 32, right? 32 minus 9 will be how much? 32 minus 9 will be 23, right? So 70 plus 23 plus 4 means 70 plus 27, right? 70 plus 27, which will be how much? 97. So 140 minus 97, which will be how much? 43 students. 43 students have not opted for any of the 3 courses. Out of 140, 43 students have not opted for any of the courses, right? Next, 2 newspapers A and B are published in the city. It is known that 25% of the city population reads A, right? And 20% reads B, right? So let's say there are 100 people in a city, right? And out of this, how many people out of this are reading paper A? People A are reading is 25% of this is 25. And how many are reading B, which is 20, right? And 8% reads both A and B. It means n of A intersection B is how much? 8. Further, 30% of those who read A but not B look into advertisement. A but not B, it means there are n of A minus B they are saying, which will be what? N of A minus n of A intersection B. This will be how much? 25 minus 8, which will be 17. Right? It is 17. So 30% of this population reads, look into advertisement. So 30% means what? 30 by 100 into 17. Right? Plus. Right? Same with B, they are saying how much? And 40% of those who read B but not A. B but not A, it means n of B minus A. B minus A will be what? N of B minus n of A intersection B, right? That will be how much? 20 minus 8, right? Which will be what? 12. Which will be what? 12, right? Out of this, how many are looking at advertisement? 40%. So this will be 40%, means 40 by 100 into 12 are looking for advertisement. While 50% of those who read both A and B look into advertisement. 50% means what? 50 by 100 into both, how many were there? 8 were looking into advertisement. So how many, then the percentage of the population who look into advertisement is what, right? So we can calculate this. It will be how much? This and this cancel, this and this cancel, this and this cancel, right? So 3 into 17 is 51, plus 4 into 12 is 48, plus 5 into 8 is 40, right? So this is coming to be how much? Divided by 10. Right? This is coming to be how much? 10. So 51 plus 48 plus 40. That will be how much? This will be 88. Right? 88 plus 89. So 13.9. How much? 13.9% of people are looking into advertisement. Alright? Next. In a survey of 220 students of a higher secondary school, it was found that at least 125 and at most 130 studied mathematics, at least 85 and at most 95 studied physics, and at least 75 and at most 90 studied chemistry. 30 students studied both physics and chemistry, 50 students studied both chemistry and physics, and 40 students studied both maths and physics. And 10 students studied none of the 3 subjects. Let M and N be respectively. Then the most number of students who studied all the 3 subjects is equal to what? Right? So see, out of this they are clearly saying how many of them didn't study any subject is 10. Right? So I can say that N of maths union physics union chemistry will be how much? 220 minus 10, which will be how much? 210. Right? Because total number of students minus those who didn't study anything, right, will be giving me what? At least they have studied at least one of them. It is clear? Okay. Now to calculate the least value, right, of N of what they are saying, who studied all the 3 subjects. It means N of M intersection P intersection C. Right? They are asking this part. Right? So this will be equivalent for this. What will I do? N of M plus N of C plus N of P minus N of M intersection P minus M of M intersection C minus P intersection C plus N of M intersection P intersection C is equal to what? 210. Right? So to find the least value, I will take the least value of these. Right? So it will be how much? 125. Oops. It will be how much? 125 plus least here is 85 plus at least 85 and then 75, right, minus 30, 50 and 40, right, minus 30, 50 and 40 plus for least this will also be least, so it will be how much? N. N is equal to 210, right. So how much value of N I will be getting? 125 plus 85 will be 210. Yeah, it will be 200, 285. 285. This is how much? 80. So 205. 205 minus 40. 205 minus 40 will be how much? 165, right? So 210 minus 165 will be how much? 45. So N is 45, right? Similarly for M, I need to take the maximum value. Same formula but the maximum value. So I will be having now 130, right, plus 95, right, plus 90, right, minus 30 minus 50 minus 40 plus M is equal to 210, right. So from here what is the value of M? I am getting 130 plus 90, right. 130 plus 90 is equal to what? It will be equal to 220. 220 plus 95. 220 plus 95 will be equal to what? 315. 315, right. 315 minus this is how much? This is 315 minus 80. Minus 80 minus 120, right. 315 minus 120. This will be how much? 195, right. This will be how much? 195 plus M is equal to 210, right. So from here M will be equal to how much? 210 minus 195, which will be what? 15, right. So the least value is 15 and the maximum value is how much? 45, and they are asking sum of this. So it will be 15 plus 45, which will be how much? 60, right. So we can say it is equal to what? 60. All the 3 subjects, the least and the maximum sum will be equal to what? 60, right. Okay, then the last question. Let x equal to n 1 to 50 if n is a multiple of 2, right, and n is a multiple of 7, then the number of elements in the smallest subset of x containing both a and b, right. Smallest subset of A and B, right. So A and B, it means A intersection B, right. A intersection B. So for A intersection B, for I need to find A. Multiple of 2 means what? n of A will be equal to what? 25, because how many numbers between 1 to 50 are there which are divisible by 2? 25, right? And how many numbers which are there which are divisible by what? 7. It will be what? 7, right? And A intersection B will be how much? Out of these 7 numbers, I can list them with 7, 14, 18, right? 7, 14, 18, 21, no, sorry, 20, 7, 14, 21, then 28, then 35, then 42, and then 49, right? These are there. And how many of them are divisible by 2? If I see, it will be 14, right? 14, then 28, and then 42. Out of these 7 numbers, 3 numbers are there which are divisible by 2 and 7 both, right? So A intersection B, n of A intersection B will be equal to what? 3, right? It can also be said in what? It is 2n type number, it is 7n type number, so their intersection will be what? 14n type number. And how many numbers will be there which are multiple of 14 in between 1 to 50 is what? 3, which is 14, 28 and 42. So the answer is what? Here, 3. Okay. Alright, I hope this is clear to everyone, right? We have discussed all the question, and that's it. So we'll be starting the classes from Tuesday. Okay, thank you.